Have you ever felt like the world has written you off? Like no matter how hard you try, failure is your only companion? Well, today's story is about a student who failed again and again. But what happened next will make you rethink everything about success. A simple boy, Arjun, from a small town, full of dreams but struggling to keep up in school. He wasn't lazy. He tried, but numbers and formulas never seemed to make sense. Every exam, he would fail. Every parent-teacher meeting, he would feel the disappointment in his father's eyes. By the time he reached his final year of school, Arjun had failed multiple subjects. Friends moved on. Teachers stopped expecting much from him. And deep down, Arjun started to believe it too. Maybe he was just not smart enough. But here's the thing about life. It doesn't give up on people as easily as people give up on themselves. One evening, after another failed exam, Arjun sat alone in his room. The silence was deafening. He looked at his report card, covered in red marks, and for the first time, he truly felt hopeless. "Maybe this is it," he whispered. "Maybe I'm just a failure." But then, something small happened. His younger sister peeked into his room. She handed him a crumpled piece of paper. On it, she had written a simple line. "Even the tallest tree started as a tiny seed." Arjun stared at it for a long time. At first, it seemed silly. A motivational quote? Could words really change anything? But then he thought, maybe he didn't need to be like everyone else. Maybe he just needed to grow in his own way. He decided to try something different. No more following the crowd. No more pretending he could study like the top students. Instead, he focused on what he understood, what interested him, and what made sense. Days turned into weeks. Weeks turned into months. Sometimes he failed. Often, he felt like giving up. But slowly, very slowly, he started improving. He discovered methods that worked for him. Small steps, repeated every day, building confidence one brick at a time. Then came the final exams. Arjun had no illusions. He might fail again. But he had one goal, to prove to himself that he could try his best. The results day arrived. His hands shook as he opened the envelope. And then he saw it. Not only had he passed, but he had scored marks he never imagined possible. Tears welled up in his eyes. Not because he was finally successful in the eyes of others, but because he had conquered the fear inside him. Arjun realized something powerful in that moment. Success wasn't about being the smartest, or the fastest, or the one who never failed. Success was about refusing to quit, about learning from mistakes, about finding your own way when the world says you're lost. Arjun's story didn't end with exams. It was just the beginning. He went on to start a small tutoring group in his town, helping students who struggled just like he did. And every time he looked at them, he remembered his own failures and the lesson they had taught him. Failing doesn't make you a failure. Giving up does. So, if you've ever felt like life is too hard, like the world is moving faster than you, remember Arjun. Remember that every failure is just a stepping stone. Keep trying. Keep moving. Find your way. And one day, your hardest battles will become your proudest victories. Because the truth is, success often comes the hard way, but it comes to those who refuse to quit. So keep going, keep fighting, keep believing, and one day they will watch.